Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the walkthrough for level 11, the Firefly Lab, on The Last of Us, where we grab 4 artifacts, 1 comic, 1 Firefly Pendant, and the last Shiv Door. Alright, so after a pretty intense cutscene with us finding out about Ellie and not being okay with it, and us struggling to get free, here we are inside the building. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to try to make it through here without, a big hassle. There is a couple ways you can do this, and as mentioned in a couple of other videos, the more we play this, the easier ways we find. So we're going to show you one way, but we're probably going to talk about some other tricks along the way as well. Now, if you're here simply for the collectibles, there are fast-forward collectible links down below in the video description. So feel free to move down there and check them out, and go to the ones you need or whatever. If you're on level 11, you're probably on the home stretch, so hopefully you'll be picking those trophies pretty quick here. So essentially, we're gonna just be as quiet and stealth as possible, making it through here. There are some crafting items scattered through, but you may or may not need them. You do actually need a Shiv for this level, so, well, assuming you want to complete the final Shiv Door. So hopefully you still have some crafting items available so that you can make one, or you already have one. And if not, we had to go back and play the underground tunnel all over again. So hopefully you don't have to do that as well. Again, bottles and bricks are your best friend in situations like this. You want to try to distract the enemy and, make sure that they're not looking at you. We had a pretty rough time with this level in the sense that there was times where the enemy would be looking the other way, and they would actually see us, even though they're looking the other way. No flashlight shining at us or nothing. Other times they would walk right up next to us and shine the flashlight right at us, and they wouldn't see us. Truth be told, we probably died 15, maybe 20 times trying to get through here. And the last 2 or 3 times we finally were just trying to run, because our goal is to get about 15 feet in front of where we are right now and then head down the right hallway without being seen. If you can get to that hallway without being seen, then you're pretty much home free for this level of the area. Saying level kind of is confusing. This floor, you are in a hospital with multiple floors, so the chances of you going up or down a level are practical and pretty probable. So here we are. We're making our way. We finally made it through there. Like I said, that's frustrating as hell. Hopefully our pathway that we just showed you can maybe help you get there as well. As soon as you do get through there, you're going to want to hide behind that desk and grab the items, because you can see there's 3 guys that go running by. And if you're not spotted, they run by. If they do spot you, you actually have to fight them and everybody else that you snuck by in the beginning. So not fun. Once you make it through, there's one more guy. I immediately ducked off to the right, as you could see, and then now I'm getting shot from behind. I had to play this a couple of times, and I've played it a couple times since. This guy has never come behind any other time. I'm not sure why he did, but they're starting to come more and more and more, so I find it the smartest way to just get the hell out of here. So there's a door to the right. Once you hit triangle, it kicks kind of a little cutscene, just a little quick animation. And at that point, you are home free from that floor and those enemies. They can no longer get you. No one will sneak up from behind you, and you're good. But at the same time, you can't go back either. So if there's anything you missed, any crafting items, anything like that, like, for example, crafting a Shiv, which we have an issue here in a minute, you're going to have to go back. So soon as you enter the 6th floor, there is an artifact sitting on the desk right in front of you. So we'll go ahead and grab that and toss it in our bag. Now, right there is the Shiv Door. We just ran by it. There's a couple edits right here. So when we're playing, this is our original playthrough. We did not have enough to make a Shiv right here. As you can see, we just can't do it. The Shiv we have is not a full Shiv, so we can't open the door. So we were kind of panicking. We didn't know what to do. In the end, it kind of worked out all right as far as the video goes, because we get the item. And we get there, we get everything. But there was another issue too, which that's a whole nother story. But inside these little kind of indoor triage tents, there is another artifact. It's number 83, Marlene's Journal. And once we grab that, we will pretty much have all of the items in the area except for that Shiv Door. And one more artifact. So this is where it got confusing for me, because not only did I not have a Shiv, but I couldn't find this other artifact. But it's because I ran right by it. So there was an edit. Whoops, sorry about that. A little rough, but hey, it works. You know where we are. We're right there at the Shiv Door. And we're going to actually go over to the left-hand side. So this is an immediate 180 to the right if you're coming from the stairway. Inside on the desk of this room is Marlene's recorder number 1. Sorry I hit the button really fast, but I assure you that's what it is. And that will be one of the last artifacts that we need. So here you can see we do not have enough for a Shiv there, and we're kind of running around. We've looked everywhere we could possibly look. If you advance further than what you saw a minute ago, past those tents, it actually it takes you to a fight, and the fight doesn't do anything for you. There's nothing in there. So what we did is we actually went all the way back to the underground tunnel, as mentioned in the last video, and we didn't make that second nail bomb when we're off to the right-hand side dealing with those guys, the 3 runners. So by not doing that, it allowed us to have a Shiv for now, and now we edited it in, and look at this. So that's our last Shiv Door, so we're going to go ahead and dance a little jig. Bleak Shao, master of unlocking, oh yeah. And then off to the side here, wait, what's that? A Firefly Pendant? It's number 30. Oh, get your dance on. If you've been working with us all the way through, then you too will have the look for the light trophy. All right, that was horrible singing. You don't need to tell me. I'll stop. I know, it's horrible. I'm excited. You know, I played a lot, as you probably have. The trophies are very scarce. Most games you get a trophy within the first 10, 15 minutes of playing. It was more like 10, 15 hours. So very, very much excited to be ringing off a couple of those trophies, especially since there's been a lot of reports of glitched trophies. It's still hard for us to tell if, in fact, there are major glitches or if there are some factors that people are missing, such as like throwing the darts for the conversations. You can sit there and listen to the conversation, but if you don't throw that dart, you won't get credit for that conversation. So that's what happened to us. If you've been following along, there's another mild to horrible edit right there. And then essentially, this is one of the last little battles that we're going to have. There's roughly 7 or maybe 8 armed guards. Now, these guys are fully loaded with machine guns, and they hurt like hell and shoot very fast. So do your best to not get shot by them. But again, using anything you can throw. I used a smoke bomb right there because I had a couple of them. Kind of stuns them. You can sneak up behind them and snap their necks, but it's difficult to sneak up on them. And as soon as one sees you, they all converge on you. So it does get a little difficult. And, you know, you may have to play this at timer 3. I did. And, you know, I got lucky with a headshot right there. But I was even finding that their armor will often basically bounce the bullet right off it. And, yeah, buddy. So I take a couple shots to the mouth right there. Not to be confused with, like, Jenna Jameson or something. But I did. But it was worth it because I got to pick up an assault rifle. Now I've got a couple high-powered, fast-shooting bullets to fire back at them. Now, this, like I said, this part's frustrating. There's multiple ways you can do this. You can go loud and proud if you got lots of ammo. You know, if you got a Molotov or something like that, nail bombs, anything like that. Feel free to use them at your leisure. Otherwise, you know, try to just group them up and nail them, and then go run and hide and regroup and get all your ammo reloaded. And you know, headshots from a distance are good. Try to get angles that only one guy can shoot at you, so you're not shooting at one guy but getting cornholed by another. Cornholing's never fun when you're the one being cornholed. The cornholee. Yeah, so, and you know, don't forget too, while looking down scope, you can tap the L2 button, or excuse me, the R2 button. Maybe I'll get my left and right correct one of these days. But if you click the R2 button, you'll actually switch shoulder view, but only while looking down scope. And so that might help you in a couple situations. And I found too that in most games, your line of sight is not always the bullet travel. So, and what I mean by that is when you're looking around a corner, if you can see somebody and you shoot, often your bullet won't go where you see. You might hit the wall or something in front of you. That is not the case in this game. Whatever you can see, you can shoot. So if you can see his head, squeeze the trigger, pop it. Pop it like that zit. And, you know, be as stealth as you can. See, look at that. I mean, they take multiple shots with the shotgun. And, you know, what I found later, flamethrower works great. These guys run right into it, and they burn like hell. And there's nothing like a good old barbecue, especially on the 4th of July, right? Alright, so I guess that was the last video I mentioned it was 4th. If you're watching this and it's like August 21st, then disregard that comment, or happy super late 4th of July to you. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so it looks like we only got one guy left. And I suppose there might be two. I can only see one at the moment. We'll go ahead and pop his cap. Oh, nope. Didn't work. Alright, so flamethrower it is. We'll make our way out there. Nah, psych. Throw a brick. Sneak up on him. One of these days we'll make it through there. I swear. I promise. I promise. I probably could have sped this up a little bit more for you guys. Doubt you'll be too mad. You know the collectibles are down in the bottom. And, in fact, you guys are actually pretty good. I don't think there's... Oh. I'm going to shut my mouth. There's another guy. All right. Boom. Get him. Get him. Look at all those bullets he's taking. Even with the high-powered machine gun. Still just bouncing them off like they're something else. I don't know. All right, so the room is clear. I highly recommend running around and picking up any ammo, although you won't really have a big need for it from here on out. It's pretty much the last of the shooting that you will really need to do. There is a couple shots you can take, but your fists will work just as good. So I am not aware of this at this point in the gameplay. So I'm running around making sure I get everything because I'm so used to not having enough ammo and having too many guys to fight. All right, pick up a brick because you never know when you need that brick. All right, and that's it. Pediatrics, make it through the door at the end of the hallway. We'll go ahead and block it off with this big cart of, it looks like old, I don't know, testing items, computers and shit. All right, in this first right room, off to the right, you'll find the last recorder. That is Marlene's recorder. And, yeah, buddy. Well, it's Marlene's recorder 2, as you can see. And essentially, that's the last artifact. So, Buikashao. Artifacts in the bag, all 85 ours. Woohoo. Didn't get the... Well, I'll talk about that in a second. Here we're walking in. We're going to come in and we're going to see 3 doctors working on Ellie. You can shoot them. You can punch them. He tries to stab you with a scalpel. We show him how we use a scalpel. And he probably won't be trying that again. And as for this nurse, she won't be making The Last of Us 2. Neither will he. So once they're down, we'll go ahead and pick this little girlie up. And we'll run out the back door. And we'll see that we're being chased immediately. So time is of the essence here. Follow our path. We're going to go out and go left immediately. And then we're going to cut right and go through the doors in the little kitty office here. And then left again, and then turn right. And then once we take this next right, there's going to be guys looking at us, coming at us. So make a hard right into the locker rooms. And then make your way down and through. And right about here, don't turn around, don't look at them, don't do nothing. Turn left, not right, and you'll see an elevator. Just run your ass until you get in the elevator. Try not to bash Ellie's head on the door when you make it through. Not, it doesn't matter, but, you know, just for the kid's sake, I guess. And once you're in, we get to basically a nice cutscene that takes us out. So I'm going to shut up and I'll return at the end because this is kind of a monumental moment in the game.
You can't save her.
Dun dun dun.
Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want. And you know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
Woot, woot, woot. And we out.
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
What happened?
We found the Fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Dun, 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 dun. That's right. That's how we roll. We a lying son of a bitch. Yep, Marlene down. All right, so tell me what you guys think here. You know, a couple of our buddies have chatted about this a little bit. Is Joel a good guy or a bad guy? And does the fact that he has grown attached to Ellie, kind of almost maybe replacing Ellie as his daughter Sarah, does that make him good or bad for protecting her at the end? It actually spawns a pretty good debate. Our buddy Malik over at The Truth, he has a pretty strong feelings. You know, he refers to Joel as the anti-villain and says that he doesn't think it's ever been done before in a game. Somebody who you play with and connect with and immediately gain sympathy for because you see his daughter die in his arms, and then you play through and connect and have all this stuff for him to just be a big dick at the end. So tell us what you think down below. Game's not over yet. We still have the epilogue. We got one more video, and there is one more collectible that you want to grab. So head on over to Facebook and Twitter. Tell us if you found these walkthroughs helpful. We're at the end now. Not a whole lot left. Like I said, there's one more item that you'll want to grab in the next video. And then, of course, if you're watching along just to watch, you'll want to see the final scene because it kind of hints at another one, but at the same time, it just makes you feel like Joel really is a big asshole. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you found these videos helpful, and as always, until next time, bow, bow, suck, suck,